Welcome back to City Foodie Farm. Today I've got a special harvest to take you along. And this one, we haven't really been out in the garden as much. So stay tuned because we have a ton of really huge vegetables. I was amazed. It is almost the end of August, and our tomatoes are still ripening. And this is our Bumble Bee variety, and they taste the best when you allow them to ripen fully. San Marzano, we have a ton of these. They're delicious. And they're even great on BLTs. And this new bed is so hard to harvest. We have peppers in front of the tomatoes, and they're you almost have to do acrobats. And I've noticed these San Marzanos get this once in a while. Black bottom, I believe. One year we had such an issue with that, but this year I've only found a couple. That could be maybe a critter eating the bottom, who knows. But the coolest thing, I found a cicada in the garden. And the chickens love these things. I just started to see them just now in the last month. One of our chickens ate a whole cicada that just hatched. Poor thing. They live in the ground for, gosh, was it 7 years or 11 years? I can't remember. But then they dig their way up, and that's about it. I'm actually out in the garden trying to find a tomato for my BLTs. Here's one. And this is so beautiful. This variety is Genevieve, I believe. It's almost like the variety Mushroom Basket. I think it's an heirloom variety. This is the best sound, isn't it? Check out this pepper plant that is taller than the tomatoes. And there's a pepper growing right above it. Here's Miss Linda. She's our biggest chicken. This is a really cool variety, this orange tomato. I can't remember the name. I see there's a ton more to pick, but I can't reach them. Okay, get ready for the enormous vegetables. Here is that Japanese cucumber. And this thing is massive. Huge. I still haven't made any bread and butter pickles or anything like that. But hopefully I'll get to something like that. This one will definitely be going to the chickens. At this point, they're way too big. So we'll feed them to our chickens. Yeah. They love cucumbers. Here, this is what we do. Oops. That's not gonna work. There. There you go, girls. These little pickling cucumbers are kind of hard to find, and if you don't find them and one gets massive, you don't get a ton more. We have some squash that are almost ready. So I read that you're supposed to put your nail into it, and if you see a mark, it's not ready yet. Not sure if that's right, but the chickens definitely are enjoying this huge cucumber. The chickens just love to be outside, and right now I can't just let them out and let them be alone. I have to be out with them. Okay, are you ready for the enormous, ginormous zucchini? I don't think the video shows how big this thing is. I mean, I don't think I've ever grown a zucchini this big. I swear I just looked at it the other day and it was small. Maybe it's been more than a couple days. This thing is so heavy, it's so huge. Here's our crooked neck yellow squash. This thing is doing so great this year. Previous years, we would get just a couple of them and that was it. This year, we are getting more than our zucchini. And these I kind of let go a little bit. They're huge as well. One year, I did make this relish. It was so good with these, and I can't find the recipe. I'll have to look for that. I think this one we can wait a little bit longer. So here's my kind of like a mini harvest, one that I don't want to have to do flips to get the tomatoes. One just so I can use some tomatoes for a BLT. So this was fun, especially with all these huge vegetables. I might have to send the kids in to kind of get in there and pick all these tomatoes that are tucked away, and these are one of my favorites. They're hard to harvest, definitely. Sweet pea currants, so good though. And the girls really want to get outside. Sometimes you have to just let them be in, and they'll let you know they want to come out. Thank you for coming along today and coming back to my channel. Until next time, happy growing.